Girlfriend disclosed she cheated on one of her exes with a married man. So basically I've been seeing this girl for the past 3 months and things have gotten really serious. We're starting to really open up to each other and learn the worst parts of each other's pasts in order to truly understand each other. She mentioned towards the beginning of our relationship that she has cheated on 2 of her previous partners, one in high school and then one when she was 23. She's now 28. At first she didn't go into detail because I told her I was not concerned with the past, but the other day she broke down and admitted that she cheated on her partner, at 23, with a man she met at work. This guy was in his late 40s and was married. She said she cheated with him 4 times before his wife ended up finding out. Honestly, the fact it happened more than once is what bothers me. She clearly had no remorse for her actions the first time. I'm also pretty disturbed about the age difference between them. I'm really trying to move past this and not judge her on her past, but it truly makes me uncomfortable. Just wondering if anyone on her has been through a similar situation and has any advice. Thanks. There was obviously for her coming clean. You don't spout something like that without a reason. Maybe now she's grown up a little, she's seen the hurt and pain she's caused others, and doesn't want to repeat it again. The only advice I could really give is tread lightly. Don't use this information as a stick to beat her with if you have an argument. That would be a really shitty thing to do. Also, don't automatically assume the worst when things go wrong. If you get the feeling she's cheating on you, confirm it first before making accusations. If you can't see past this revelation, then maybe the best thing to do is to end it now. She would have kept cheating, but it was ended by the guy's wife. She has no remorse for it and is only sorry she got caught. As much as I will give her credit for being honest, I don't know if I'd be able to trust her. As a person that dated a married man unknowingly and told his wife the day after I found out. Your girlfriend was some trash, but if. And only if she's remorseful and actually really does feel bad about it. Communicate with her. My problem is she cheated and became a mistress to a married man. Then only stopped when she got caught. I know with the experience I had. I couldn't be with someone with a past like that. To me it shows they lack common respect and values for their relationships and the relationship of others. Trust her until she gives you a reason not to. TBH, dude, that took some serious nuts to tell you at all. We all want to look utterly perfect to people we start getting serious with, but she actually trusted enough in the relationship to be honest about it. It's impressive, why no? If you were worried about her still having cheating tendencies, then I'd put it out of your mind, as I doubt telling you about it now is some sort of long con. She just wanted to be honest. And if that isn't a token of trustworthiness, I don't know what is. Dude. Don't proceed. Save yourself. Honestly, you can't take her seriously. I wouldn't. I mean, twice? She a walking red light and you need to stop everything. Because if she does the same to you, it's completely your fault. And it sounds she proud and has no remorse. I can tell you she not gonna change unless she has done some serious self-improving with herself. You should judge her on her past. If she told you she murdered 5 people in the past, are you still going to not judge her? LMAO. You are supposed to judge people. Significant other cheated in the midst of my father dying. I don't have the mental capacity right now to even deal with it. My father is extremely ill. The disease he has is unpredictable. He could die today or he could live another year. However, his health has begun declining rapidly this last month. It's been extremely scary and there were a few close calls last week. I posted in here a few nights ago strictly about the cheating, not mentioning my father, but now it's hitting me. How do I do this? I noticed call charges on our phone bill and Googled the number that was charged. It was a hookup line. There were a total of about an hour's worth of call time. I'm heartbroken. But I'm focused on my dad right now. I want to scream in my so's face that he's destroyed me at my lowest. How could you? How could you do this to me? I know this wasn't the right move, but I was so angry. When I saw it, he was sleeping. So I screenshotted the hookup number's webpage and set it as his lock screen background. So, he knows I know. He tried talking about it last night and I was dealing with things surrounding my father all day, so I just couldn't let any words out. I wanted to curl into a ball, have him hold me while I cried about my dad. But I just sat there staring blankly at the wall. He asked me to say something, I couldn't. He apologized and gave his whole speech an apology and I felt nothing. I was just thinking about my dad. I know I need to deal with this, but I'm not in the right headspace to do it. We have 2 kids, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I can't just pack up and leave. I'm so lost. I don't know what to do. With everything going on, I was very angry in the moment I saw the hookup number, but now? I just want a miracle for my dad. I couldn't care less about the phone calls now. But I know I will. I do. It's just not settling in yet. Went through the same thing. I know the feeling. It makes your mind unable to process anything because it's swimming in muck. Less than a month after my dad passed, I caught my ex lying to me about some other girl, and I was at my lowest point and so grief-stricken. I felt nothing as I watched him cry and beg. The only thing on my mind was processing the grief of my dad. It felt like I was carrying a bag of rocks and your significant other, who should be supporting you as you carry this bag, is just adding more rocks. I'm sorry for your loss. Try your best to cut ties and focus on yourself as you heal. He never was your significant other if he cheated, especially when you are dealing with your dad's illness. You deserve so much better. Stay strong. He is aware you know. Right now focus on your dad, kids and your own emotional and mental health. When you have the headspace to deal with it, step back and decide what your next steps will be. One thing you can tell him is he needs to go to individual counseling to determine how he could maliciously inflict emotional and mental trauma on you. This is not an issue about whether he's gay or bi. This is about the fact that he is cheating on you. Consider individual counseling as well to deal with the overwhelmingness of life events that have been thrown at you. You need to protect your own health for your precious babies. Get STI tested, full panel, to your health. That's not something you can repair or forgive. Time to end it. I actually went through a semi-similar situation, albeit not as hard because it was 2 days after my dog died and 5 days before our anniversary. That seems like nothing compared to losing a parent. My DMs are open if you'd like to chat at all. I hope you can persevere through these awful times and I'm hoping things will start looking up for you soon. Similar situation, only it was her dad dying. Caught her texting other dudes and pretty obviously hooking up. Executing every chapter from the cheater's handbook. Does anyone have any resources or info on why TF people do this in these situations? It just blows my mind things can be going so bad and they just make it so much worse. Destroying your entire life worse. Sorry you are going through this situation, but I'm telling you it does get better. Positivity and love from your friend Hobo. Get a lawyer. Get an STD check. This is actually really common. These kinds of family crises draw one partner away and the other looks elsewhere since the partner in crisis is too emotionally and physically drained to pay much attention to the partner's needs, understandably. I'm not saying what he did is right or good or particularly justified, but this is super common and you are not alone. Partner cheated on me with a prostitute. I'm pregnant. My fiancé and I have been together for 11 years. In 2020 we had our first child together and are expecting another baby in May. I'm just over 3 months pregnant. Last night he went out to a friend's party alone, which is a rare event when you have a baby, but also not any bother to me at all because he has always been the most trustworthy and responsible person I'd ever met. However, through a series of Uber notifications on our Uber account I discover he went from our friend's party to a location at 3 in the morning and then from there at 5 to our friend's house to sleep. I googled, piquing my interest, the address, and it was a brothel. I sent him a funny message laughing that I'd seen he had been there and wondering which one of our guy friends he had gone with as the moral support. He ignores my text and arrives home a few hours later. I confront him and he confessed, but also stating that if I didn't find out he would not have told me. I don't know what to do. I'm a stay-at-home mom. We have a toddler. I'm just over 3 months pregnant. I feel disgusted. I am devastated and this has now ruined my self-esteem, not to mention our whole relationship and lives. I can't afford to live in the house we own alone and feel financially stuck. Not to mention this is someone I thought was my person. 11 years loudly crying. First I would send him for an STI check. Honestly I would not stay with him and I might move back to my parents, but it's your call if you forgive or not. Do what you feel right for you and the kids. Sending hugs. I personally wouldn't be able to forgive and forget. I would have resentment and insecurity. The relationship would essentially be poisoned. But not everyone feels the same way. I'm sorry, Op. You deserved better. I don't understand. Did he apologize? Did he explain why he did it? Did he do anything else, or did he only confess and then say that he wouldn't have told you if he didn't got caught? However, if I were you, I would bring my things in order. Are there any friends or family you can live with? As he's the father, he has to pay child support. And one day you can find a job. You are not stuck forever with him even if you feel helpless right now. I would be thinking hard about whether I should continue with the pregnancy. You feel trapped now with one child. It will be much harder to make any decision to leave with 2 children. Good luck, Op. I'm so sorry you're having to deal with this. I don't even know where to begin with trying to offer advice under the circumstances. Clearly this isn't his first time doing this. Go to Planned Parenthood and speak with a counselor. You have options. I'm sorry to say it, but he probably did it before. Check for STD, and it might be a good idea to talk to a lawyer as well. I hope you can count on your family to support up. You should reconsider having this new baby. You only discovered this because of the Uber. He's likely been more stealthy in the past, or certainly will be in the future. Don't marry him. Found my fiancé's secret Reddit. Update. Well, I talked to him this morning. I wanted to wait till after work, but he could tell I was upset when he woke up. He confessed and apologized, said that the guy just sent him pictures and that he didn't send anything back. But that doesn't make much difference. He said that this is the first time he's ever done anything like this. But I really don't believe that. This is the first and only time I've gone through his phone without him, and I conveniently stumble across the one time he's cheating on me. Yeah, right. IDK, what do to? I know I should probably leave, or at the very minimum take a break. It all seems like too much. Never gone through my fiancé, phone before. I never felt the need to, but I had a weird feeling lately, so I decided to snoop. At first I couldn't find anything and thought everything was good, but then I accidentally pressed a button and it brought up all of his open apps. I saw that he a Reddit account. I've had Reddit for a while, but just look at ghost posts and glitch in the Matrix type stuff. His account says it's 2 weeks old. I saw that his recent searches are dirty Snapchat. I went through his messages and found him respond to a man, and they wanted to add each other on Snapchat. I have his Snapchat, but this is a different account too. The post he was responding to was a man looking to help other men take care of themselves. I know I'm going to talk about it in the morning, but he's sleeping right now and I don't think I'll be able to fall back asleep. I don't know what to do or how to feel. Just know that if you don't keep any of the evidence, he'll delete everything until the coast is clear, so I hope you wrote down the names. Seems like some closeted people are taking offense at the snooping whilst ignoring the literal sexting to another man? Wonder if this is a common thing. I'm a lesbian. This has nothing to do with him wanting to get off with men and everything to do with cheating when he has a fiancé. I don't know OP's relationship, but I guarantee his behavior is considered cheating. I am so sorry this happened to you. Oh man. And now that you know, you can't unknow. Shoot. Please update us on the talk later. I think talking to him in a calm manner is the perfect way to go. This will definitely put him in a corner, but you just got to let him know that he could tell you anything and go from there. Good luck, girl. I think the invasion of privacy thing is okay when you smell a rat. If you are wrong, you know you need help. Your gut is steering you to safety, then good on you for listening to it. I wonder how the comments would look if the genders were reversed. Okay, and I found one. What's your point? If I didn't look, I would have married a cheater.